American Girl has finally released AGsisters. Let's talk about it. Okay, you guys, so I have actually filmed this video 2 other times. One time before we got actual stock images and before we saw all of the AGsisters in their collection. And then I did also film another video reacting to it a couple of days later. However, because I was in a rush, I actually ended up leaving that SD card at my parents' house because I have filmed a brand new updated room tour on my TikTok of my American Girl doll room back at my parents' house. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have gotten rid of a lot of dolls. There's a naked Belle back there because I literally ripped off her clothes because I wanted another doll in my parents' house to wear it. Let me actually grab her. First and foremost, happy Life of a Showgirl Day to all of the Taylor Swift fans out there. I am a Taylor Swift fan. I listened to the album. It is literally 2 o'clock in the morning right now. It is the night of the release of The Life of a Showgirl. I got the Swiftie zoomies, so I could not go to bed because I was so excited about the album. I love the album. That's my little thing about Taylor Swift. But yes, happy The Life of a Showgirl Day to all that celebrate. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can tell, but a lot of dolls were taken to my parents' house just because it was starting to get really, really crowded in here, which I know is crazy, but I definitely got rid of a lot of dolls and finally put them on display at my parents' house. So the girls that you see in the background, just know that I very, very, very carefully curated everyone that's here. So like, everyone that's here, I want to be here. There are some girlies over here. There are some girlies over there. All of that fun stuff. Anyway, I have had time to really marinate with these AGsisters. I have seen a lot of comments. I've seen a lot of discourse. I've seen a lot of debates. I've seen a lot of commentary about these girls. And the biggest thing that I can say is, yeah. I feel like a lot of people have been waiting to hear my opinions on this. I've been getting a lot of DMs asking me about if I'm going to be getting these girls, what's going to happen, you know, with these girls, what's happening with the Welly Wishers, like all of that. So I'm here to confirm a lot of rumors, speculation, all of that, because I do have information on that. So without further ado, let us just get into the conversation because I have a lot to talk about. Grab your water, grab your drink, you know, take a sip. I feel like anytime that I ever watch someone doing anything American Girl related, which by the way, for those of you guys who do not know, I do watch other AGtubers. I will just like search up American Girl doll and then I'll click the recently uploaded and like in the middle of the night, I will literally just like watch a bunch of AGtubers videos. So like if you ever post something, I may or may not be watching it. I most of the time will end up watching it because I'll comment, but I do watch other AGtubers and I love it and I enjoy it. And I think that you guys should be doing that too. Just literally searching out American Girl doll, clicking recently uploaded, going through and just watching whoever is starting out or who has a channel, all of that. It's a great way to find new AGtubers that are starting out. And I personally love doing that. But yeah, anytime I watch an AGtube video, I always have water in hand and I'm like literally like logged into my computer, like ready to like sit down and enjoy the show. But anyway, that's the piece on that. Let's get started. So American Girl, a while back, did release the AGsisters. There are 4 girls. We have Gisette, we have Leah, we have Francie, and we have Wesley. They are 4 girls, and they are not necessarily actual sisters. They just like call themselves that, and they are the in-between doll for girls that want the Bitty Baby and the girls that want the 18-inch girls, but aren't like young enough for the Bitty Baby and aren't old enough for the 18-inch girls. They're like that in-between brand. I do want to go through each doll and tell you guys my personal opinions on them, but overall, I will just say unanimously so far, I can see that we do not like these dolls. And I say that wholeheartedly. Like, I have read so many Facebook comments on American Girl's reveal post of the AGsisters, and the way that people that even aren't in the AGtube community, AGIG community are slaughtering these dolls is actually a sight to behold. I have not seen parents this upset about something since like, I don't even know, but like the fact that parents that aren't even like online, like with us like this, are even like saying how much they hate these dolls is very like crazy, because usually there's always like, we as a community, like as adult collectors, don't really like things, but then like usually the like masses outside of like, you know, our little bubble, they end up like liking stuff. But unanimously between collectors and like even everyone outside of that, I've seen that like no one is really vibing with these dolls whatsoever. And I do want to talk about that. I do want to start with each doll specifically, just because I do want to give you guys my opinions on each one. Let's start off with Gisette, just because she, to me, is number one, the first one that pops up. She's the Camille of the group, basically. She's got blonde hair, blue eyes. They are each $80, which is insane. They all have rooted hair. They are all welly wisher proportioned. They all come with accessories, and they come in these boxes that are very much giving. Do you remember when American Girl did like the open box for Tenny, Logan, Gabriella, and Z? I remember the way that American Girl was literally like pulled through the mud when they did that, and for them to bring it back for these like welly wisher hybrids is really kind of just such a gamble for them. I don't know why they decided to do that. It's such a waste of plastic. I liked the idea, kind of the way that they did it with the hairstyling girls, where they basically like had the doll in the box and then underneath in its own separate box they had the accessories. I would rather that, because this whole plastic front thing that they're doing very much does give our generation, it does give like My Life As, like it very much gives the Walmart, Target variations of the American Girl brand, and it doesn't really give off the American Girl quality, which was a big thing that I saw. For me, when I first saw the boxes, I was very much like, we're back in that era where they were like trying to like peddle American Girl in the Toys R Us. But yeah, let's start off with Gisette. Starting off, she is again blonde, blue. She is blonde, blue-eyed, blue streaks in her hair. Her hair is rooted, which is horrendous. As an American Girl doll, I think that it's a rite of passage that you're wigged and that you have the iconic teeth. I feel like that's what I like the most about the Welly Wishers, is that they had like the iconic like buck teeth that American Girl dolls have. These dolls having this like veneer and like massive amounts of makeup is very unsettling. I spent a lot of time looking at these dolls, and like they're not sweet looking. They look like teenagers. Not even teenagers. They just fully look like on the brink of like 16, 17-year-olds. Like, yes, teenagers, but they definitely like are on the brink of like just graduating high school. Like very at that tail end. They just come off so adult in the face, in the sense of like they're just wearing so much makeup, and then the teeth, you know, the flippers that the Toddlers and Tiara girls wear. Like if you ever watched like TLC's Toddlers and Tiaras, iconic show, I loved that show as a child. It was like one of my favorite like shows. The teeth are just giving that like flipper look, like when they wear like that faux like veneer teeth smile. That's what these girls are giving. And then also the makeup on them is really, really intense. I've been looking at it for the longest time. I can't tell if it's the eyebrows or just the fact that there's even just like a shadow behind the lashes. I don't know what it is, but something about them looks very, very old. A lot older than the demographic I would assume that they're going for. Gisette's meat outfit, I actually really do like it. The star and the skirt. However, it does give glitter girls, because I feel like I've seen this outfit on a glitter girl, just in a very different variation, like in a pink variation, I'm pretty sure. But she does have her ears pierced. She comes with the sweatshirt, you know, the sneakers. She comes with a backpack, a dog. She comes with a little like compact, a soccer ball, and a water bottle. And Gisette specifically is our, I'm assuming, like soccer girly, which is great, fine and dandy. I think it's absolutely insane to be asking $80 of a doll that is literally rooted hair. That literally has rooted hair. I think that that's insane. I think it's crazy. I think it's awful. I think that it is so not American Girl for us to be receiving that kind of quality. And for them to be asking $80 of a doll that has rooted hair and looks like that is insane. The packaging down to the way that everything like looks, it just looks like not even an American Girl product. I feel like that's the biggest thing that people have been saying, is like it doesn't even look like it's an American Girl doll. It looks like the Barbie X American Girl collaboration, and they basically just turned the Barbie besties or Dream besties or whatever into 14-inch American Girl dolls. So yeah. Anyway, these dolls are $80, and that's insane, and they have rooted hair, and that's insane, and their faces look like toddlers and tiaras. It's like craziness, and they don't even have the iconic teeth, so there's that. Gisette, I like her. I do think that she is definitely the most she's like the most up my alley in the sense of like she's just very girly. I think it's just the whole like huge star on her shirt is really cute, and I don't mind the colored hair. I think it's appropriate, whatever. But yeah, Gisette, I give her a solid 7 out of 10. The rooted hair thing is really an issue for me because those pigtails, if you try to take out the pigtails, she will have a really deep line in the back that's going to be really hard to like merge because it's rooted to be that specific way. So it's like really, really, really annoying to have to deal with. Moving on, we have Leah. She's also $80. She's our rainbow sunshine, whatever girly. She has a whole rainbow theme going on. She has a cat, apparently. She's our skater girl. She comes with roller skates, same box, all of that. Rooted hair. Her face is also really unsettling to me. Again, their faces, like throughout all 4 of them, are very unsettling to me. The amount of makeup and the teeth just really, really, really don't make them like sweet looking. They just look uncanny valley to me, like very like they just look so like marionette in the way that they look. I don't find them endearing whatsoever. So seeing this girly, I'm very like, you know, I do like the aesthetic of this. Again, though, I am biased towards that because I definitely am very much like a girly girl at heart. So like all of this is very my aesthetic. It's just the way that it's all tied together is like weird to me, if that makes sense. Like it's like teenagers wearing very like childish outfits. Like that's the way that it comes across. It's like it doesn't match. The dolls themselves just look so much older, and the clothes that they're wearing just look so young, like very, very uncomfortably young. It's very weird. But yeah, I also don't mind Leah. Her aesthetic, again, I think I like it. I do think it's cute. The roller skating thing is really just, in my opinion, random. But I guess kids, you know, love to roller skate. The dress is cute. The, you know, backpack is cute. I do love rainbows. Her little like buns are cute. But again, when you take those out, they're probably like really annoying because they probably like have short hair in them to make them be able to be that small of a bun. But who knows? I would have to see it in person. But yeah, Leah is also $80. I'm also fairly annoyed by the fact that they keep reusing names as if there aren't a million other names that they could choose from. I don't know if it's like they don't want to pay for like a new name license or like what it is, whatever it is, but like that's fairly annoying that they're doing that, because we shouldn't have to reuse names when there's a billion names under the sun. If you can come up with Gisette, you can come up with something else. Okay, next we have Francie. She is also $80. She is actually the least scary in my opinion. I actually find her face very endearing. The amount of makeup she's got going on is a lot of makeup, but it doesn't like put me off in a really like uncanny way. I think she has a very sweet face. I am zooming in now, and like I do think that she looks the most like not intense in the face. And I don't know if it's a lip color thing or just the face mold itself just allows for there to be a little bit more sweetness to it. But her whole aesthetic of this like butterfly thing is very cute. The lace like shoulders and like the butterfly in the middle and the butterfly skirt. I mean, it's so the Doll Studio by Chris. She comes with a dog as well, a butterfly backpack. She's got boots. She's got a water bowl. She's got, you know, a boba drink. Again, very like teenager vibe going on. And then the box, again, is very much giving that Toys R Us era that I cannot stand because it just like completely does not feel like American Girl. Her hair is pinned straight. It's rooted also, and she comes with this like one braid, which I think is cute. But yeah, her face isn't throwing me off at all. I think she actually looks very sweet, and she looks the least like made up out of all the girls, in my personal opinion. But out of all of them, Francie definitely is a cutie patootie, and I don't have an issue with her, but a lot of makeup still. It is a lot of makeup. It just doesn't come across like a lot. I don't know what it is, but to me, I think it just works with the face mold. Next, we have Wesley. Now, again, girly over here, cute aesthetic, but the makeup on her face is making them look so uncanny. I love the fact that she is I'm assuming a baker, and she loves to, I guess, bake. She comes with her own tumbler. She has her own little like mixer. That's one of her accessories. And the outfit she comes in is really cute with like the hearts and all that. She's also got a bunny, which is very like Julie of her, but I understand there's like not a lot of animals that American Girl can choose from, you know, that a lot of girls probably have as kids. And I'm assuming that a bunny is something that a lot of kids have. I feel like I grew up with like friends that had bunnies. I don't think that's uncommon. My issue with this doll again is like, how old are these girls? Because girly here is wearing platformed heels. And I don't know about you. I have two nieces, one that's 3 and one that's 6, and neither of those girls are wearing platformed anything. So if they're meant to be older, they're definitely not giving the age demographic that they're supposed to be at. I know that these girls are supposed to be 10 because I did see a comment from American Girl saying that they're supposed to be 10. But I'm like, I haven't personally seen any 10-year-olds running around with like little platformed heels. But again, I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to children like that. So like whatever they've got going on is whatever they've got going on. But for me personally, like I think that that's crazy. So all of the girls, like the through line for all of them is that they're definitely all wearing way too much makeup, and the fact that they don't have the American Girl teeth really does make them like just very, very uncanny in my opinion. Very much giving toddlers and tiaras in my opinion. The rooted hair is definitely not worth the $80 price tag. I don't even have to tell you that. It's like not even a tariffs thing. I think that American Girl was always going to do a higher price point because they came with accessories. But it's fairly annoying to me that American Girl is giving them rooted hair. This is American Girl, you know? This is something that is a through line for the brand. Like even the Biddy twins had wigs. The only, you know, dolls that didn't have wigs were the Biddy babies because those are for literally like 3-year-olds. Whereas like the Biddy twins, even Hopscotch Hill had full on wigs. So these dolls being rooted is very weird in my personal opinion, and I don't know why they decided to do that. There is a rumor circulating that American Girl actually wasn't gonna like take these dolls, that this was actually a scrapped Mattel idea for them to like stand alone as their own like, you know, kind of thing going on in like the Target and Walmart. Like they were gonna try to put these in those stores, but then they kind of like scrapped that idea and ended up just putting them like in the realm of American Girl. I did see that rumor. I don't know if that was on like Reddit or I saw it on someone's like Instagram, but that was a rumor that I've seen more than once, where apparently it was scrapped by Mattel, this whole like idea of like a group of best friends that were 14 inches to kind of combat the glitter girls. But I feel like they didn't end up doing it as its own brand, and they decided to just like ride the tailcoats of American Girl since it is the American Girl brand. I feel like they thought that they would sell, and they definitely, I think, haven't been doing that well with the Welly Wishers. And I feel like maybe they saw that the Barbie Dream Besties were doing well, so they were like, we can do this with American Girl and it work. But that's like not what happened. So moving on from the dolls, we have the clothing. So starting off, they're each $32. I'll start off with the AGsisters School Style Fashion Pack. I think this is cute. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I actually would buy this. Very adorable. Actually, I would get this for like my Willa doll. Like I would get this for the Welly Wishers I do have, which I have all of them. And like I would get this for Willa, Emerson, any of them. Like I would buy this today. It's so cute. I think that this is actually like on brand. I do find it to be a more of a mature outfit, but it's like not so like gaudy. So for me, it's very like appropriate and very like on theme. The AGsisters Staying Up Late Styles outfit, I think, is horrendous. I hate like an overtly like patterned outfit like that. I think it looks crazy. Absolutely not. This is no. It very much just is looking insane, and even the doll wearing it does not make it look cute. It just looks like a crazy pattern and a crazy, just a lot going on, and absolutely not. Like absolutely not. The Beachy Chic fashion set is fine. It's $32 as well. I don't think it's worth that price. I think it's worth like $24. Honestly, all of these should be like $24. I don't think that they're like really anything at all special whatsoever. And this one specifically, it's literally just like 2 pieces of clothing and then like a little like cover up, and then the rest of it's in accessories, which is like a beach towel that's literally a piece of fabric. So yeah, no. And then we have the glitz and glam fashion set. Again, I am a sucker for all this like glittery stuff, so for me this is a slay. I think that you probably knew that as I was approaching it. It's glittery, it's pink, it's bright, it's obnoxious, and that is right up my alley. The packaging for all of this is very much, again, that like clear plastic boxed, you can see everything, and I again hate that. Just because it's for younger kids does not necessarily mean that we need to take away the quality and beauty of an American Girl like unboxing. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it is really, really unfortunate that we have that kind of packaging. I don't know if it's just to have kids be able to see what the outfits look like, but still, you know, that demographic is still old enough to like know what's in the box. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's fine. We have the play sets. Okay. So let's just pull off the Band-Aid. We're going to start with the self-care sleepover set for $75. This is ridiculous. I really do think that this is ridiculous for a lot of reasons. Number one, why are kids into skincare? I did see a lot of comments in Facebook about parents talking about how their kids like are into skincare. And it's like, your child is 5. Why are they using like Tatcha skincare? Why are they using Glow Recipe? Why are they using what is it called, Drunk Elephant? Like, why are they even like, why do kids know what that even is? Why are they using pimple patches when they're literally 5? It's very crazy to me. And American Girl kind of adding to that conversation by having their own pimple patches for these dolls is insane. I think that that's actually so crazy, because 5-year-olds I just don't think should have even a knowledge of what pimple patches are. And I know that they did it because they see, you know, if you have a little girl and she has an older sister, the older sister obviously like has a reason to have like the pimple patches or whatever. But still, even if they would have just called these face stickers, that would have been like a million times better. But them specifically calling them pimple patches is crazy. Like, I just do think that it is insane. Like, because a child can like grab those and like pretend it's a pimple patch on their own, but literally marketing this as pimple patches, I do think is a little insane. I also think that the price point, $75 for all of this, is also insane. The Glitter Girls definitely have an accessory pack like this that you get probably everything and more in a set like this. And it doesn't cost $75. I think that it's absolutely insane. And when I saw this for the first time and I started seeing all the accessories, I was like, there is nothing in here that is worth $75, like at all. Everything is so tiny and small, and like just really like the biggest things are the suitcase, the neck pillow, and the pet carrier. And I don't deem those to be $75 worth of literally anything. I'm pretty sure My Life As also has a set like this, but I think that accessory sets for the 18-inch girls could also work for these like Welly Wishers things going on. The only thing that you would miss out on is like the pajamas, which is like fine. Because again, the Glitter Girls have the sleepover stuff. So I don't think that this is like necessarily even remotely worth it, if we're just being transparent. So that's a big no from me. I did see a lot of parents, again, literally slaughtering American Girl for the fact that they included the pimple patches, because yeah, I think that that's actually like insane. My nieces, again, don't even know what pimple patches are. And the fact that they would come in this set, it's very much like obviously going to raise question. And it's just like, let kids be kids. And I know that like children are morphing and like wanting to like be teenagers a lot sooner. I know that there's a whole discourse about the fact that like kids, there's no like awkward stage anymore because kids have TikTok, so they can literally do their own makeup and stuff like that at much younger ages. And I've definitely seen like 10-year-olds running around with like full beats, but again, that's not the demographic, so it's very weird to me. And it actually kind of like locally makes me uncomfortable that American Girl would even like put this as a product. You could have just called them face stickers. You didn't need to call them pimple patches. Anyway, we have the Glamping Girls sleepover set for $100. This I actually would say is fine. Now walk with me here because I feel like someone's gonna like comment and be like, why was that sleepover set not worth it and why is this one worth it? Because I do feel like it comes with a lot, and also you do get 2 of the like tents. And knowing American Girl, I'm surprised that they didn't just like make it 2 separate like sets and like make them each like $50. This is really cute. I would again display my welly wishers in this. I would get like some turf and then like put them on there and then like make it look like they're like outside if I had the space in my dollhouse to do that. But this is a cute set. I would use the rewards for this. I wouldn't pay full price for this, but this is something that I can see myself getting in the future for my dolls. I also feel like the accessories for this are really cute, like the little caboodles, the microphone, the tray, like all the cute little food. Like I think that it's very like just so adorable. I also feel like the glitter girls don't have something like this, so this would be something that I think would be really adorable. But again, I wouldn't pay $100 for it. I definitely would use the rewards for that as much as I can get off because it's not something that I'm like running to the American Girl store to get. Okay, now we have the mini fridge, the sleepover snack set. This is $40. I honestly would kind of low-key get this, even for my 18-inch girls. I hate the packaging for all 3 of these products, by the way, because again, it's that like clear Target packaging, basically. This is cute. I do like that it's like actually like really, really small. Whenever I think of the American Girl mini fridge, I feel like it's actually kind of like too big. And this one's like the perfect size because it literally actually is like a mini fridge. I actually would kind of low-key use this as like a mini like skincare fridge for my 18-inch girls. I was thinking about that and I was like putting like, you know, those like Ulta mini brands, you know how like how they have all the skincare stuff. I don't have an issue with my 18-inch girls having those because they're like meant to be older. But I feel like that would be perfect for that. But this set for $40, I'm not mad at it. It comes with a bunch of accessories, the sticker pack, all of that. And it actually has cute stuff. I just wish it didn't have AGsisters literally plastered in the front. I would have loved that to be underneath. I feel like the American Girl star was more than enough for us to know that it's American Girl branded. So for me, yeah, I would say that that's cute also. It just, again, $40. Use the rewards if you're planning on getting it. But yeah, the AG Sleepover Snacks set and the Glamping Girls Sleepover set are hits for me. That self-care set is weird. It's just weird in my personal opinion. I do not like it whatsoever. A couple of things. Number one, the biggest thing, the welly wishes are being phased out. I don't think that American Girl is going to phase them out as quickly because the response to these girls has been negative from what I've seen. And I don't know if they were anticipating for this to be like a massive hit. I don't know what their sales look like with these girls. I don't know anything about any of that, but from my understanding, this has a lot of negative attention attached to it right now. A lot of parents are really upset by the fact that they look really, really old. A lot of parents are upset by the accessories. A lot of parents I've seen are upset by the fact that they're getting rid of the welly wishers. I've seen a lot of parents upset by the fact that these girls don't look wholesome. Like, American Girl is a very wholesome brand at the end of the day. I would label them to be, and this is just like such a like barbified American Girl doll welly wisher version. So I know that a lot of parents can see it, and it's definitely not just like an us thing, like AGTube, AGIG conversation. It's definitely like everyone under the sun can see that American Girl is definitely like barbifying the brand, and this is definitely the most like in your face way that we're seeing it happen in like real time. So for me, these dolls are an absolute no. Now, the welly wishers, again, like I said before, are being phased out, which means that they are slowly but surely going to be taken over by these AGsisters. I don't know how it's going to look in stores. I don't know what's going to happen. I haven't been to the New York store. I don't plan on rushing to the American Girl store to get these dolls. As of right now, these dolls, if and when I get them, they will all be purchased using rewards. Rewards, sales, all of that. Like, I am not spending full price on these dolls at all. Like, you will not see me spending $80 on dolls with rooted hair. Like, that's just like not my thing. That's not why I signed up for American Girl. American Girl was always about quality, and these dolls very much just give high-end Target, high-end Walmart. They're not even high-end though. They just look like they belong in a Target and Walmart kind of setting. And that's not to like say anything negative about Target and Walmart, but it's not an American Girl vibe. You know, American Girl is American Girl for a reason, and acting like that isn't true is crazy. Like, American Girl is a luxury brand, and I don't want to get into that discussion, but like, it is a luxury brand. It really isn't, you know, supposed to be at the Target, isn't supposed to be at the Walmart, because it is like a luxury brand. So seeing these dolls and acknowledging that they don't even feel like American Girl dolls, it's just really sad. Because if they were wigged and they had the iconic teeth and like they had pulled back makeup, I feel like I would like these a lot more, because they would look wholesome in the face and also wholesome like all together, and like everything would kind of mesh well. But because they have so much makeup, because they have rooted hair, it just looks a little like intense in the face, and then everything like kind of like misaligns. Does that make sense? These dolls are not it. I, again, am just not the happiest camper about these dolls. You should go, if you are doom scrolling one night and you want to get a good chuckle, go on American Girl's Facebook page or their Instagram or anywhere where they're showing these dolls off, and you will see the comments of people literally lighting American Girl on fire, because it is very entertaining to look at. I personally, again, am very team against this. I liked the Welly Wishers. I did have all of them, and even though I wasn't running to get them, I did like the fact that American Girl did have a middle point for the children that wanted to have a bigger girl but couldn't handle that, and they didn't want a bitty baby. They had that like middle doll to have. And the Welly Wishers were very wholesome. I think that they were just like cute little, you know, dolls, and their whole aura and their whole vibe of like, you know, I guess like the rain boots when they originally launched was really adorable. So now seeing these girls and them basically just be glorified like American Girl Barbie 14-inch dolls is crazy. I, again, would like to say, get a Welly Wisher while you can. There's probably gonna be a million sales to get rid of the Welly Wishers. And these girls are probably also gonna go on sale very quickly, because no one, from my understanding, is running to get these dolls anytime soon. And that's kind of been, again, a unanimous thing that I've seen, people being mad about these dolls overall. But yeah, those are my opinions on them. I'm very upset with American Girl with this. This is just the most in-your-face way of them like kind of backtracking. We had such a success with the Truly Me girls. The long-haired looks dolls were very Barbie, but it wasn't so bad like this. This is like Barbie, like fully Barbie. And from my understanding, I'm not a Barbie fan. This is just me through the grapevine. Barbie also is not doing that well. So I feel like Mattel doesn't know what to do with Barbie right now. And also Mattel doesn't know what to do with American Girl right now. I feel like Bratz are back on the scene and everybody's loving them. I feel like those LOL dolls are still killing it. I feel like Rainbow High is still killing it. And Mattel right now is kind of just like, what do we do? You know? And this is kind of their response to that. And you can very clearly see that. So yeah, AGsisters, I will probably comment down below and say like this comment if you want me to do a review of so-and-so. And again, whoever has the most likes by the end of the week, the end of the month, whenever I decide to shell out the money for these dolls, I will do a review of that one doll, because I'm not getting all four all at once. That's crazy, because that's a lot of money for dolls that I kind of don't even want. But I will do one just so I can experience one, so that way we can talk about that one. So yeah, that is the compromise we're gonna have between each other. So definitely pick wisely in your likes down below, because I want to see what doll you guys want me to review. But yeah, all right, you guys, that is it for today's video. I just think that it's crazy that American Girl is doing this. Sorry, it just like the thought came into my brain and I had to say it. But yeah, that is it for today's video, you guys. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of these AGsisters. Do you like them? Are you getting them? Are you someone that is actually like for these dolls? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you love? What do you hate? Please let me know. Please let me know. Please let me know. I am excited to read your dissertations about these dolls, because genuinely, I know a lot of you guys have lots of thoughts and opinions on these dolls. So I definitely will be reading the comments down below. So definitely make sure you guys comment. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Make sure you guys are following me on my TikTok, which is Chris American Girl. Follow me on my Instagram, which is The Doll Studio by Chris. Make sure you guys like this video, comment down below again, like whatever doll you would like to see me do an unboxing of in the comments. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, ring the notification bell so that way you guys are notified about every single time that I post. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.